on A&E. This is my group, and I'll let them tell them their names and ranks and all that good stuff.
Olivia, you want to start?
Hello, I'm Olivia Compton. I'm actually the youngest. I'm 21 years old, and I'm the website designer and media assistant.
I'm Michelle Krieger. I am the Tazewell County and surrounding areas case manager.
I am Robin Dalton. I am the West Virginia case manager.
I'm Jeff Dalton. I'm an investigator.
And that's Jerry Connor over there that's working on everything. He's our media guy, advisor, tech guy. He does everything.
No bit.
Wayne's getting that ready. Anybody got any questions about anything we do?
Quiet group.
Lively man.
Oh, so when is your next investigation and where?
You can answer that one.
August 16th, we'll be going to Tennessee. We have a client down there. Actually, she resides in the Tazewell County area. She has rental property in Tennessee that she wants us to check out. Her renters down there are having some issues. Actually, her child is, being physically, touched and stuff. So we're going to go down there and see if we can find out what's going on for her and help her out.
Why don't you tell us about some of the more interesting investigations?
In what way? You mean like activity or just the people, the client?
Well, either. Clients are fun, I tell you what.
Well, we've had some lively clients. We've had one client after we done an investigation that she kept calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning, wanting me to come to her house, and because stuff was going on, and also our case manager at that time. We both were there, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, just comforting her. We don't do that type of stuff no more because that's when we come in to do an investigation, we come in with whatever claims that people have. We try to get legitimate evidence for those claims, or what we actually do is try to debunk those claims. And with her home, everything was debunked. There was a reason for everything that was going on, but she would not accept that. And we run into a lot of people will not accept the evidence that we show.
Did she live alone?
Yeah.
Was she older?
No, she was younger. She was a younger woman.
Oh, just lonely.
I think that was it. I think she was lonely.
And she had people that was kind of feeding off of what she had said. So there was a lot of things that was being put in her head as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
And as far as the, I would say, best cases we've had, I would say 2 of them. One is the fuel building in Pocahontas. That's where we got a video of a shadow walking in an area that a man was killed by a police officer in the 70s.
In cold blood.
So that kind of, when you get evidence that kind of goes with the story or whatever happened in the past, to me that's an indicator of some really good, strong evidence. Now the other one was Major Grand Mansion. We investigated it. We got a apparition walking by the basement door, and no one had actually investigated the basement in really great detail. So I just set up a camera and pointed it, in the basement, and then while everybody else was setting things up, there's a guy that walks by. He's got ruffled tight sleeve, white shirt, black vest. Everybody thought it was me, but you can plainly see me walk by the camera and take a right into an area in the basement. So it wasn't me.
And where he actually walked, there was a wall. There was a wall.
Yeah.
So there was no way for this figure to go out physically.
right.
Anybody else?
Well, how about y'all? Any?
I'd say my favorite place to go is Pocahontas, anywhere in Pocahontas. We did the exhibition mines there, and when we did that place, that was the first time I actually felt emotionally involved with anything. I mean, just the feeling was overwhelming. That was the first time that had ever happened to me. It was such a sadness. I actually, when I came out of the mines, I mean, I cried. Some of these places you go in and you feel nothing, but that was the one place I went in there and you could just feel the sadness. Nothing bad. You didn't feel scared or anything like that. Just you can feel the sadness there. But anywhere in Pocahontas, if y'all get a chance to go and visit, that place is so full of history, and it's just a great place to go and check out.
We've investigated Pocahontas since we started in 2008.
Could you go out and find Melanie or one of them and see if they've got a tech person friend here?
Okay.
This DVD player does not like.
Oh. I'm playing.
You got any places you like?
Well, I'm gonna be talking about them here in a few minutes. And then I guess maybe the Ramsey building was one where Liv and I was together. She was actually in training, and we kept going up further and further, and we both kind of got lightheaded, and I started feeling sick, and before we decided that it was time to go back down, I had walked over to a window and got a huge scratch on my back, and I wear layers. I wear lots and lots of layers. I even had a backpack on that night and had a huge scratch down my back.
Yeah.
That was at the Ramsey building.
I'm a
Where's
witness
the
of that.
Ramsey building?
It's in Bluefield, West Virginia.
Okay, is it the school?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the old school.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that, but I grew up in Bluefield.
Oh, okay.
And actually, y'all, so it's the filming Lawrence County yet?
I don't know who has it
Okay, yeah, 'cause
now.
he's renovating it?
Yeah, they are renovating it right
Yeah,
now.
So you're talking about the top floor?
Right, in the very top floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
In
got
the
a
very
picture of him.
top
I was
floor.
taking pictures for him, and I got an orb in that picture.
Oh,
up there.
okay.
That's why I said upstairs. I know where it is. I know where you got scratched.
Right. Yeah, it was in the very top floor.
Yeah, going on with what she said, it was my first investigation that I was doing, so I was kind of new at this, and that was probably the craziest thing I've ever experienced in my entire life, especially on an investigation, my first investigation. I was up there with her, and of course we did get lightheaded, and I just had bad vibes about the entire thing. I was like, Michelle, please, let's just not go up there. And she was like, no, we gotta do this. So we walked up there, and it was a matter of seconds. It was like 5 seconds that it happened. I looked away, and when I turned back around, she's like, Olivia, I'm feeling lightheaded, really bad, and feeling sick. And I was like, are you okay? She's like, I'm actually burning. Like, my back is like on fire. And I was like, well, let me see. And I rolled it up, and I'm serious. It looks like she got a cat scratch. You know how when a cat scratches or a dog does and it welts up?
Yeah.
It was like that from here all the way down to the other side. Kid you not, I took a picture of it, and I was shaking. I was like, we got to get you down 4 flights of stairs.
And I don't even remember going down half the stairs.
Oh, wow.
Because we all came up with
What about the boiler room downstairs?
We didn't get much down there.
Really?
No, of course, there's
That's
so
huge.
much down there.
Do they still have the furnaces in there?
Yeah, I
They
mean,
took
and
them
that's
out
just
when I was
it.
down there.
A lot of people will go into places like a boiler room, and they'll
Yeah.
get feelings, and they'll hear things, and they associate it with paranormal, and it's
Yeah.
usually just all that stuff that's there.
Yeah.
I mean, because you get so much electrical currents going through,
Yeah.
and so much energy, and I mean, it's hard to pick up any type of evidence in an
Yeah.
area like that.
But that upstairs floor,
Yeah.
even normal people that don't do this.
Yeah, and there's not that much up there that would disturb the environment to
Yeah.
cause,
Yeah,
like you would in a boiler room.
yeah.
Also, you want to talk about Okay, also with the same building, we had I don't know why this happened on my first investigation, but of course Michelle, she was my trainer, and I was a trainee at the time. And we were on the 2nd floor, was it the 2nd floor or the 3rd floor?
Third floor.
3rd floor. We went into a classroom, an old classroom in the school building,
Okay, here we go.
and we were in there.
All right, we're ready.
Really?